Hi guys, welcome back. Today I was sitting here and I was gonna put on my makeup and I was like, you know what? I should film this and do kind of like get ready with me, kind of talk through, and I wanted to play around. So today, as you guys see, I got a purple shirt on, so I thought I'm gonna do a purple look on my eyes. And I am going to be using the L'Oreal of Paris Le Palette. This is the new too. This is the purple one. I hauled this one a while back. I hope I'm in focus. Alright. I hauled this a while back and I know some people wanted a review on it, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of thought on how I like it while I use it, and we're just gonna talk. There's really no rhyme or reason. I'm gonna film, so I was like, you know what, I was actually gonna film a fitness video. I was gonna do a review on a product, so I just decided, you know what, I might as well throw this one in there too. So yeah, first I already did my eyebrows, because like I said, I started and then I was like, you know what, I should film it. So I already did my eyebrows, as you can see, but I really haven't done anything else. I mean, I washed my face, put moisturizer on, and that was it. So I'm going to put on the Maybelline New Baby Skin. This is the Instant Pore Eraser. So if I'm not looking at you guys, because my mirror is right here. Okay, so how have you guys been doing? I have been doing really well, actually. Abby just got out of school. She just finished preschool. So this has been, I believe, our first like official full week of not having school. So, we've been kind of adjusting, and every morning she's still waking up like super early. But last night, actually, like she got out of school, I believe it was like last Tuesday or something. And, so for the rest of the week, I kind of just let the kids do whatever they wanted. And, we really didn't have a routine or a schedule put in place. All right, I'm just going to start carving out my eyebrows. I'm going to use the Avon Ideal Flawless Cream Concealer. And this is a medium. And this is a crown brush, the C224 oval concealer brush. So, yeah, last week, like, we had her graduation, and it was the most adorable thing of life. It was so cute. I'm so pleased with the way that everything came out for her graduation. But it was a lot of preparation. So, it was a lot of prepping in the sense of like getting the uniforms ready. She had to have like a formal gala uniform on. And if any of you guys are familiar with my little Chi-Chi, she is very tiny. So the uniform, it didn't fit her. It fit her actually quite big. So Mom and I had to kind of pin it, in place so that it wasn't so ridiculously big on her. And I didn't want to take it to a tailor to have it altered because, the uniform, it was really expensive. And my worry was that if I have it tailored and she goes through a little growth spurt, then she's not going to be able to use the uniform for next year. And then I literally would have spent, a ridiculous amount of money on a uniform that she's not going to be able to wear anymore just for one day. And it was literally for like 2-3 hours. So we kind of just made some temporary adjustments to it. And it worked out great. She wore it. She had her cap and gown over it. for for the majority of the time anyway, so it really wasn't a big deal. But nevertheless, it was taken care of. And I'm not gonna lie, I am so glad that the school year is over. It's not that I don't love the school. I love the school that she's at. I'm looking for a powder. I love the school that she's at. I think that it is an amazing school. But I also have Romeo and Julie at home too. So, sometimes mommy needs a break. So I was really looking forward, to the summertime, just to kind of get a break. Okay, I'm going to set the eye base. I'm going to use the Avon Ideal Flawless Pressed Powder, and this is in transparent. So yeah, I kind of needed a break. Okay, this is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, just a little fluffy brush, just so I can kind of set this. So yeah, it was very time consuming, but she's finished. She had her little party. They had a little end of the year party, and I took some snacks and some gifts for the teachers, and we're done. I believe I have to go back. I'm waiting for them to have her final certificate ready, and they were gonna call me and let me know when that was ready. But we're adjusting. Last night I actually sat down and I was like, you know what? We need to get it together. I need a routine for them, to have a not necessarily a schedule, we have to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and at 7:15 we have to have breakfast, and at 7:30 we have to start, our schoolwork. Just kind of a routine, so we kind of have a flow during the day, and I still have time to film and get work done, and they have their time, to get their stuff done. Okay, I am going to use, what am I going to use? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use this color right here, and I'm going to use that as a transition color. Where's my fluffy brush? Where's my brush? Wait, it's not. Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh my god, I can't find it. Don't you hate it when you're trying to do your makeup and you're looking for your favorite brush and then you can't find it? It's my heart just stops a little bit. Oh my god, I really can't find it. Oh, little baby Jesus. No. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh goodness gracious me. I'm gonna have a fit. Okay, I'm gonna have to use another one. Oh my goodness, I really can't find it. The brush. Oh, okay, I found it. Okay, crisis averted. Okay, this is the Sonia Kashuk number 109. So yeah, I just, last night I sat down with Frank and I was like, you know what? I want to kind of have a routine going with them. It doesn't have to be something too serious. I just, want to have something in place. So I just wrote out a very simple schedule. Just when you wake up, make sure that you brush your teeth, make sure that your room is clean, make sure that your bed is made, and then, you come out for breakfast. And then after breakfast, we're going to have reading time, and we're going to do, some educational time. I homeschool Romeo and Julie, and even though this year they're going to be transitioning into a private school, I still feel very strongly about homeschooling. So I still make sure that I have things for them to do and educational projects for them to do. So I mean, it's not nothing serious, just a few things here and there. So let me see what else. You know what? I'm gonna take this lighter color right here and I'm gonna put this on the lid, and then I'm gonna deepen up the crease with this color. So yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. And, you know, to kind of make things just a little bit easier, I printed it out. It's very colorful. And I put it in our hallway. So since we have a really small apartment, so our hallway is like minuscule. So it's like the first thing that everyone sees when they get up and they open the door. It's like that specific wall. So I just put it there, you know, and I put it in a cute little frame. So that way the kids always see it. And yeah, that's basically what I did. Okay, I'm going to use the Avon Mark Collection All Over eyeshadow brush to put in that color in my eyelid. So yeah, so that's what I did. And you know, we started it off today. They're having, you know, they already did their homework for today and whatever. So right now they're playing with Play-Doh on the table. And so if you hear them screaming, it's because they get all riled up over Play-Doh. I love that they love to be creative, you know, with Play-Doh and things like that. But I hate all of like the little balls that fall off of all the Play-Doh, because I like the specific set that they're playing with. It came with like 10 containers of Play-Doh. There was no way in hell that I was gonna give them 10 containers of Play-Doh. So I gave them one each and I put the rest away. But even containing the amount of Play-Doh, there's still like those little balls left. So when they're finished playing, even though they're like really, really good about, you know, like they put all of their Play-Doh stuff like in a basket, and then they put the Play-Doh back in the containers and whatever, I still end up with Play-Doh everywhere. Like there's Play-Doh all over the table, then it gets on the floor, so then we like have to clean up, and it becomes a production for them to play with Play-Doh. But the life of a parent, they like it, so whatever. What can I do? Now I will say, I digress. Let me tell you about this palette. I bought this a while ago. Like I said, I did a haul about it. I did a Walgreens haul. I'll see if I link the video down below. And I got both of them. I got this is the nude 2, and then I also got the nude 1. This one is more, I would say, a little cool tone purpley. And the other one, the nude 1, it's more like golds, you know, browns. And I gotta say, I like the nude 2 better. I tried the nude 1. I actually did a look with it maybe like last week. I was playing with it, and I gotta say there were some, you know, some shimmery gold colors in there, and I gotta be honest, I didn't like it. I really did not like it. I used a primer and I just felt like it didn't have enough pigmentation, you know, and that it really, like, it made me sad because I really love L'Oreal as a brand in general, and this palette is actually very good. Some of the colors are hit and miss, don't get me wrong, but to do like a simple eye look, I like it, you know, I really like it. But unfortunately there's just something about that number 1. I don't know, maybe I gotta try it with a different primer or with a different eyeshadow base. Maybe use a color tattoo under to, you know, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. The look that I came up with, I liked the look, but it just didn't have the staying power that I would have liked, you know. And these are $20 palettes, so I was kind of disappointed. Okay, this is the Luxe 205 tapered blending brush. This is it. And I'm not trying to go like too smoky and too zha-zha, so I'm just gonna use this shade that's just a little bit darker. So yeah, I gotta say I wasn't very impressed with it, and that makes me sad, because I wanted to like it. I really, really wanted to like it. You know, I think that it's amazing that, you know, these drugstore companies are trying to put out palettes, you know, and make them a bit comparable to like the Naked palettes and the It Cosmetic palettes and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that. Drugstores, all of you guys need to get on the bandwagon and do this. But I don't understand. It just seems like that formula is different. The formula in the nude 2 just seems more pigmented than the nude 1. You know, and I didn't care for that. I was kind of disappointed. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on playing with it. And I'm going to see what happens. Who knows? Maybe I'll find a better primer. And then I will end up like loving it even more. But for now, I have to say I like the purple one better. And not just because purple is one of my favorite colors. But, you know, I like it better. So yeah, so this is what I have so far. You know what? I didn't highlight my brow bone. I didn't highlight my brow bone. So let me grab something. Okay, what's this? Okay, this is just one of e.l.f.'s professional studio brushes. I'm going to... You know what? I'm gonna grab this same color that I put on my lid and just highlight my brow bone a little bit. Like nothing too serious. So yeah, so those are my thoughts on this palette. You know, look at that. You got a 2-for-1. You got a review and you got to get ready with me. So yeah, I don't know. I think it turned out nice. Still got to put mascara on and eyeliner, but so far so good. So yeah, so I've been trying to transition into a new schedule. And you know what I've really gotten into this week? Like, I'm a big planner type person. Like, I always have my agenda with me. I'm very much a pen and paper type of girl. I always have my agenda with me. I love to like organize my planner and stuff like that. But I never really got into decorating my planner. And I've been watching a few YouTube videos because today the Erin Conrad Life Planners launch. And I saw various people that are like all up in arms about it. And I was like, I wanna see what the big deal is. So I went into the website and like I said, the planners are launching today. So later on tonight I'm gonna sit and I'm like gonna look. Truth be known, I don't even know how much the planners cost. They're probably like a ridiculous amount of money, but I really don't know how much the planners cost. But I just love the idea of like using stickers and stuff like that to decorate it. Hold on while I do my eyeliner. I'm sorry for the awkward silence, but I can never like talk and do my eyeliner. And I'm actually using, this is the Avon Super Shock Gel Eyeliner. And what color is this? Plumful. Even going with the purple liner. Alright, let me see if I flip over the mirror. If this will be better. Hold on. Alright, okay. Not so bad. I have such a hard time like doing my makeup without my glasses on, and I'm so blind that the struggle, people, the struggle is real. Look, I didn't even do much with my hair today. I just kind of like did a bun. I have to dye my hair again. Because you start, them roots are coming out. The color that I'm actually wearing, it is, what color? It's actually L'Oreal. It's a L'Oreal Essence. It's like a highlight. It's a highlight something. Wow. Oh man, I don't even know what it is. It's like a highlight something. I get it in Sally's. It's really affordable. I really like it. I use it in, it's the color red. When I first dyed my hair red, I actually didn't do the full-blown red. I did magenta. And it came out super nice. I really, really liked it. And then when I went to go, retouch it and dye my hair again, they didn't have magenta. So I got one shade higher and I got it's just called red. And I really, really like it. And I've been doing it ever since. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my pretty red hair. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this for a while. The only thing that like kind of inconvenienced me a little bit, the mascara I'm putting on. This is the Rimmel London Lash Accelerator. It's a lash accelerator mascara with Grow Lash Complex. This is just the big one, and it's in the color black. So yeah, I go to Sally's and they didn't have the magenta, so I had to get red. But honestly, I really like it. It fades very gracefully. It's not so like, I usually get, a good amount of color in it for a good amount of time. So I'm really happy with it. I like it. So these are my eyeballs. And now let's put a little bit of stuff on this face. So you know what? Let me put, this is the Soft Lips little ball. So yeah, I need to get another one because my roots are coming out, and that is not cute, and it does not look pretty. So I need to get another one. So let me see, what am I gonna put my foundation on with? Okay, I'm gonna use, no, that is a contour brush. We do not put on foundation with a contour brush. That is a no-no. Okay, I am going to use the Real Technique Expert face brush. I am like obsessed with the Real Technique brushes. And the foundation I'm going to put on is a CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, sunscreen, and broad spectrum SPF 20. This is the color 857 in Golden Tan. This, you can seriously use this foundation as a full coverage foundation, but I'm not gonna do full coverage. I was swatching the purples. I'm gonna use a very, very small amount. If my lighting is like a little bit off, if you guys are in Miami, you'll know that it has been like very, very rainy, and the weather has been horrible. So, the sun is out for 5 minutes, but then it's like a hurricane comes through, and then the sun comes out again, and then it's like rainbows everywhere, and then another hurricane comes through, and it has seriously been like that for a really long time, and it's really getting annoying. I like to use natural light, and I noticed that, it's been like a week and a half that I haven't been able to film because of the weather, and it's annoying. I want to get, like professional lighting. I was thinking about getting a Diva ring, but the problem is that, like I said, my biggest issue is that I'm really, really blind without my glasses. And you know, if I'm kind of like doing a review or whatever, you know, it's not a big deal. But I've noticed from a lot of people that if you wear glasses while you're in front of the Diva ring, it leaves a huge green glare on your glasses, and it could be really distracting. And to be honest with you, it kind of sucks, because it's like I want to be able to film and wear my glasses, you know, so I feel more comfortable and I won't get headaches. But if it's gonna have a big green glare, then kind of defeats the purpose, you know? So I've looked into so many like mirrors, and I've looked into the simple human mirror, the what's that other mirror, the Hollywood girl, the Hollywood vanity girl mirrors. I've looked into that. I've looked into the simple human mirror. I've tried getting like getting light fixtures like right in front of my vanity. That hasn't worked for me either. They were LED lights. That hasn't worked for me. And I'm really having a hard time. And it's like, you know, why waste so much money on mirrors if they're not going to function for me, if I'm not going to be able to use them, you know? So that's something that I've like really been struggling with. So for now, you know, until I find something that doesn't give me like such a ridiculous glare on my face and on my glasses, you know, I'm just using natural lighting, which is fine because I love the way that, you know, it looks with the natural lighting. But the weather lately it hasn't been good. All right, so I'm just gonna set my face with the same Avon pressed powder and translucent, and this is the e.l.f. complexion brush. This brush is like, it's so fluffy. I just had it in a recent favorites. I love it. So yeah, so that has been my struggle with the lighting situation. I just don't see the point in investing so much money on something that, you know, I can't use. Like just a simple human mirror, the big one, I believe it's like $200. It's an awesome mirror. It's amazing. But if I can't use it, then what's the point? Then there's really no difference between the mirror that I'm using right now and that one, you know? I want something that'll kind of be multi-purpose. I live in a tiny apartment right now, and I have my vanity set up in my bedroom. So, you know, right now I don't have like an entire dedicated makeup room. At least not yet. I'm working on that, but that's more to come later. So, you know, it's kind of hard to, you know, have like huge light boxes and a Diva ring and the big mirror in front of you. And it's just, those things, they really take up a lot of space. Okay. You know, they really take up a lot of space. So, I don't know. I'll see what I can come up with. But if you guys have any lighting suggestions, please leave it down below. Let me know. There's a store that specializes in professional lighting right here in downtown. It's like right there in downtown Miami, and I have been dying to go check it out. I just, you know, I really haven't had the time to go do it. Okay, this is the Real Techniques. Which one is it? This is the multitasking brush, the little pink one. And this is the Avon Mark Blush in Kitten. So, yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. I'll see if I go there and maybe I find something, you know, that'll be able to function for me, to give me better lighting. What really messes me up is that this wall is my closet, and all of my windows are to the right of me. So when the sun is really bright on this side, there's usually a huge shadow on my left side, and that's what makes like one side of it makes my face very unbalanced when I'm filming. So that's why sometimes I have to put the camera at a certain angle, or put this light or that light. But first world problems. So what are you guys up to today? I don't have the slightest idea what happened. My camera just like it turned off on me. It got a little crazy on me. So, so here it is. Like I said, this is the Essence lip liner in satin mauve, and this is Tokyo, the NYX soft matte lip color. I like it. I like the way this look came out. Simple, not too. My bun is okay. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my God, I forgot to set my face. Can't forget to set it and forget it. All right, I'm gonna set it with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set with aloe, green tea, cucumber, and vitamin A, C, and E. This is like my go-to misting spray. So let's set it and forget it. All right, so thank you guys so much for getting ready with me, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in a little bit while I go set up to film this other video. I love you guys. Bye.